Well, hello everybody. I'm going to be installing the oil pump. So I just brought a Melling oil pump, standard oil pump. And put some assembly lubes on the gear here, drive gear. Make sure it's all the way down. Kind of tucked in there, so can't really put a torque on it. That should be good. The bolt I had didn't have a hole in the head, but I drilled a hole through there so I could safety wire it so it doesn't turn. Okay, I'm just going to safety wire this bolt here. Alright, that secures the oil pump. Now I'll put on the oil pump screen. Okay, and this one does have a gasket on there. And according to Melling's instructions, let's see, the short screw goes towards that cover plate. So, short screw. Get that started. I'll put in the short screw side. Are you kidding me? Well, they gave me a little short screw to put in there, but it's too frickin' short. Great, that stripped out the screw, the threads. Well, these are the bolts that I took out of there, so I'm going to see if that'll go in there with what's left. See if that'll torque down. There it goes. Okay. Okay, it says in the book there that Mike at H&H adds fresh oil to the pump when it's like this, so says it helps priming. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I mean, the oil will run down into the pump there, but once I turn it upside down, or right side up I should say, it probably will run out, but I guess it's not going to hurt if the pan's on. Okay, so I have the rear main seal in there and pressed down. gonna go ahead and trim it. This is just a piece of gasket that they have you use for a little shim. And they say press the loose frays towards the center. That pretty much sucked. Alright, so I have a little silicone sealer spread on the pan. I'm just going to line up my gasket with the holes in there. Shoot, that's going to... What I'm seeing here is the front of this gasket overhangs the front lip, and that's fine with the rope seal, but I'm using that one-piece seal, Speedway one-piece seal. So I think I'm going to have to trim that back to there, and that seal should seal the rest of that up. Dang it. See, like back here where the rope seal is, it's supposed to cover like that. And then that should allow that one-piece seal to slide in there. Alright. That's ready to put on. I am going to put a little bit in here where the one-piece seal goes. I'm going to make sure there's enough right here where that gasket is too. Oops, not too much there. Okay. All right. Before I forget, probably tighten that up. All right, I put a new bearing in there, got it surfaced, cleaned up. Torque them in a few different stages to pull that evenly onto the crank. I think I'm going to start with 20 pounds, or just the feel of it snugging up. Then I'll go to 20. Okay. Go ahead and lower this before I start torquing things down. Thought it would be a little safer setting it down on the ground before starting to move it around too much. And 8. Alright, so I'm going to put my front pulley on now, and I'm just going to crank it down, and hopefully the motor will turn over here so I can make sure that those bolts I just put in the flywheel aren't going to hit anything. And then once I spin it around at least once, I'll lock that flywheel and torque this one down. Okay, there she turns. Okay, that's one round. So now I gotta hold that flywheel while I torque it. Alright, got my new clutch alignment tool. New pressure plate. Okay, so I was having some problem because there's springs on the pressure plate getting the bolt started, so I just took off the washer of one of each one, and I got it started, and then I'll draw it up a little bit enough to put the other one in with the washer, and then I'll put the washer on the other one. Okay, got them all started. They only go to 20 foot-pounds. They say torque them in 4 stages. Basically, you're just drawing them up. Okay. So now the belt housing is going to go on. That was kind of a pain in the butt to get lined up and in. I had to get the help of my wonderful wife. Bell housing bolts are 40 to 50. I just did the first one at 25. There's 45. All right, got my starter on, and now we're gonna put it in the car. All right, guys. Well, a lot's been going on around here. The big thing is I have to move, and I have to be in Oregon in 3 weeks. So that means I have to get this car all put together, at least to be put on a trailer so I don't lose all my parts everywhere. So we've been kind of my son came down to help, so we've been thrashing, putting it together. We got the motor in. I got the tranny and everything in. Parking brake. If you've been following my build, you see where I've built the parking brake mount and all that stuff, but now I'm just basically bolting it together. I have my firewall bolted in, my seat is installed, I have the visor and the header installed. We just got the old fuel tank top installed with that little bead there. That was kind of pain. There's no way I could have done that by myself, so thank God my son's here. That's looking good so far. We got to get the bottom cowl sides in there too. Let's see, I got the trunk back on, and I have all the kind of dirty or dark in there. Have my tank mounted in there, and all the sheet metal screwed back on. So that's coming along good. So that's where we're at right now. and we'll be probably putting it together pretty quickly. We're working in the evenings, we're working on the house, getting it ready during the day, and then we're coming out here in the evenings. So anyway, that's how it looks. That's where we're at, and most of it's together correctly. I had some problems with my flywheel. I tried using an earlier flywheel on the 8BA that went with the 39 transmission, but I found out later on that I have to use the 8BA flywheel with new holes drilled in it to match the pressure plate for the 39 transmission. So right now it's in there, it's bolted, but the flywheel's in there, but it's the wrong flywheel. So I'm gonna have to take that apart once I get to Oregon, but that's okay. I just wanted the car together and all the parts together in one spot. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Kind of crazy right now, but this is a good thing happening. So right on. It's coming together. Thanks for watching.